us to call for our 400,000 black men and women that are serving in the armed forces of America to come out and come home, for our fight is in America with the evil forces of racism.
For your conviction under the first count of the indictment, a domestic act of terrorism motivated by hate, first degree, an A1 felony, that you be sentenced to life imprisonment without parole. The harsh reality is that white supremacy.
I'm so tired of these racist policies, racist actions by my county government. Voter suppression is an act of violence. It's in the long tradition of what Ben Boswell calls white terrorism, as in the Middle Passage, chattel slavery, police brutality, redlining, mass incarceration, gerrymandering, sundown towns, lynchings, urban renewal, Jim Crow laws. White people have been terrorizing black people for over 400 years, and we've got to stop it. Thank you.
Been an insidious cancer on our society and nation since its inception. This is the history that we have all inherited. It has been passed down from generation to generation. We must acknowledge that history. See that history for what it is. Recognize it. And learn from it, or we are doomed to repeat it.
So they're commercializing on every natural desire that human beings have. They know you should love your mother, so they make a holiday so they can make money off of your love of your mother. Buy her this, get her that. Then after Mother's Day, it's Father's Day, then Valentine's Day, then Christmas, then Easter. But all of it is designed to take what you have naturally and profit from it while you get nothing.
Silk skin, mind gold as a rich flex. Got me putting in the work like it's bench press. Other girls just echo to the real test. Build different custom code, ain't no presets. I was numb in the game, now I feel again. Silk skin, mind gold as a rich flex. Got me putting in the work like.
Greetings. This is your brother Yaya with another episode of Buried in a Shallow Grave. And in this video, I want to present something, because normally we say there are two kinds of people. But what if I told you the reality is even deeper than that? What if I told you there are actually two different societies? And not speaking from my opinion, this is written plain as day in the Kerner Commission report, which came after the uprising of the 1960s. The commission declared America was moving towards two societies, one black, one white, separate and unequal. That's not my word, that's the government's own study.
They talked last night about the Kerner Commission. This is 30 years now since Otto Kerner, the former governor of Illinois, headed up a blue ribbon panel that was impaneled by the President of the United States after the unfortunate assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the cities were just set on fire. And they wanted to know what was wrong that so many cities were set on fire after they murdered a brother that they didn't think had any roots in his own community. I don't know why they thought that. Though young black people didn't believe in nonviolence as a technique and a strategy, but they loved Dr. King for believing it. Yes, they appreciated that man's gall, if you will, to face a vicious lion that had real teeth with nothing in your hand. He was better than David. At least David had a slingshot. So, you know, when they came out of that study, they said there really are two Americas. One white, one black, separate and unequal. 30 years later, they revisit their findings. And they are saying that the same conditions exist today that existed 30 years ago. It's not better, it's worse. There are two nations living in America.
Even the clothes they wear are in sharp contrast to American dress.
One of them is the Nation of Islam. Now, you say, well, wait a minute. I don't belong to the Nation of Islam. Oh, yes, you do. You just don't know it yet, but you will know it soon.
And if the truth is irritable or classified as hate, then I cannot help that.
The black man in Africa had mastered the arts and the sciences. He knew the course of the stars in the universe before the man up in Europe knew that the earth wasn't flat. Is that right or wrong? Then if the black man in Africa had reached such a high state of civilization so long ago, at a time when the people of Europe were crawling on their all fours, what happened to make these people or enable these people to come out of the cave and come down into our civilization and take it over and hitch us to the plow? What happened? How did they do it? These are the things you should want to find out before you say hooray, hooray, hooray. Is that right or wrong?
All of you are Muslims. You said, not me. Sure you are. I don't care what you call yourself. God knows you better than what you call yourself. And he said that the very nature of the human being is Islam. To bow down to the will of God. That's the way you were born. And we say it in Arabic, Islam, and we say that one who bows down to God is called Muslim. One who obeys God is called a Muslim. So you are that by nature, but you are other things by circumstance. Now, what we want to do is move the circumstance and get to the nature of the.
If you got it, it ain't no question. Oh, it ain't no one for guessing. So more than emotionally invested.
The black man in Africa had mastered the arts and the sciences. He knew the course of the stars in the universe before the man up in Europe knew that the earth wasn't flat. Is that right or wrong? Then if the black man in Africa had reached such a high state of civilization so long ago, at a time when the people of Europe were crawling on their all fours, what happened to make these people or enable these people to come out of the cave and come down into our civilization and take it over and hitch us to the plow? What happened? How did they do it? These are the things you should want to find out before you say hooray, hooray, hooray. Is that right or wrong?
This is the psychology of the Muslims. They know that the American Negro is angry because he's been cast in an inferior role. And they seek to convert him to the Muslim cause by drenching him in a doctrine of black supremacy. These then are the Muslims. These are the things they are saying, preaching, teaching their children.
I mean, you can't believe how wicked, how low down and rotten minute. Wait a minute. You can't believe how wicked these people are to play games with your lives and the lives of your babies. Create a war just to get more money, to charge more interest, and send your babies to die for bullshit. Excuse me, but bullshit is the dropping of a cow or a bull. It's BS, it's lies, it's deceit.